Now, gates open away and racing a little bit slow to leave Alvaretta, and Vorquest is going to be well back in the field early. Winning the start up near the lead there. Eiley's Babe jumped in front. Now, Sumi Roberts got pace, and Rapidella going forward with Fleur de Air. Behind him, Cold Fusion, and then Dr. Feelgood, Moonbeam. Lady Zaff out wider, Heavenly Cocktail back in the middle. Alvaretta getting right up on the inside, followed by Honoria. A length away, Ackhurst. Samoan Delight well back. Vorquest well back in the field. So is Lady Milyam. And back last of all, at the rear of them came Make Me Dance. At the 500, Sumi Rob the leader. One Eiley's Babe, Rapidella. Moonbeam down on the inside of Dr. Feelgood. Cold Fusion back in the middle. And then Alvaretta. Fleur de Air wider out. Honoria very wide. Behind him, Ackhurst and Heavenly Cocktail. And then Vorquest around the bend. Sumi Rob the leader. Now down the outside. Here's Cold Fusion. Eiley's Babe. And wider out Ackhurst with a fair run at the 100. Moonbeam got the inside run to join Cold Fusion. Cold Fusion doing better than Moonbeam. Ackhurst is down the outside, but Cold Fusion will win. Cold Fusion a neck. Ackhurst is second. Moonbeam every chance is run third. Lady Milyam flew late, then Samoan Delight. Make Me Dance and I Catch It from Rapidella. Vorquest followed by Alvaretta, Eiley's Babe, Sumi Rob, Heavenly Cocktail, Lady Zaff, Dr. Feelgood, Honoria, and Fleur de Air was back at the rear.
263 Ascot, race number 7. Ackhurst looking for more ground. The second horse, the winner, Cold Fusion. Too Good. Third, number 3, Moonbeam, who battled on well on the rail. Now at Globe Derby tonight, the reappearance of...
The first event. They're racing. A good line out. City Rival and Rapid Snake began well with Dixie Jewel on the inside and Nirvana Boy out wide. Dixie Jewel takes the lead by a half on City Rival. Second, 2 lengths away. Third, Sue's Vendetta, followed by Sky Pet Bell and also Rapid Snake. Trapped out wide was Nirvana Boy, followed by Bev's Joy second last, and left lamenting. 5 last of all was Apache Lily. Down the back straight, City Rival using a bit of the track is a length in front of Dixie's Jewel. Third, Sky Pet Bell, followed next by Sue's Vendetta, and 2 further back, Bev's Joy, Rapid Snake. Second last, Nirvana Boy, and 3 last, Apache Lily. To the home turn out very wide. Sky Pet Bell takes the front and raced away. Hit a second, City Rival, but it's all Sky Pet Bell. Sky Pet Bell wins well. Second, City Rival. Third, Sue's Vendetta, followed by Bev's Joy and also Dixie's Jewel. From Nirvana Boy, second last was Rapid Snake, and last of all was Apache Lily.
Thanks, Rod. 742 race 1 at Penrith.
Towards the centre shows early speed with High Road and also Pulaski. 3 out goes forward. On settling down, 4th early is Flying Louis, followed by Arson Galaxy. 3rd last early out of the straight is Saccone, followed
all
by
clear Penrith.
And Herberton one off the fences last. Out of the straight they race towards the 1650, and in front is High Road by 2.5 metres. 2 on the outside, Rolls and Rolls. Off the track early, going forward now is Flying Louis in search of the lead, and looks like getting there too, entering the back straight. Arson Galaxy settles down 4th. 8 metres away, Pulaski 5th, as Flying Louis does reach the lead. A break of 8 metres back in the field to Saccone, 3rd last. Some 12 metres to Imprint, 2nd last, and 15 metres away is Herberton. Well, there must be some 40 metres covering the field, coming off the top turn the first time towards the 1250, and the leader is Flying Louis by 6 metres to High Road. 3rd placing Rolls and Rolls without cover. Imprint from 2nd last now pulls out 3 wide. Pulaski has a nice one on the outside of Arson Galaxy. Imprint 3rd last making ground 3 wide. 2nd last is Saccone, and Herberton is some 10 metres away. Travelling down the straight towards the 1,000 metres they race, and in front is Flying Louis by 5 metres. 2 on the outside, Rolls and Rolls. Off the track is Imprint 3 wide. High Road the rail. Pulaski in the centre. Pulling out now 3 wide is Saccone on the back of Imprint. Arson Galaxy is 3rd last, and 6 metres away tacking up is Herberton. Out of the straight they race at the 800 metres, and still in control is Flying Louis. Almost 4 metres. 2 on the outside, Rolls and Rolls. A neck away 3rd is High Road. On a limb out 3 wide is Imprint. Pulaski in the centre needs a run. He gets out in plenty of time now. Imprint dropped the bit. He's not going well. Then Arson Galaxy, Saccone pulling out very wide, and Herberton is last. Towards the 450 they race along the back. It's still Flying Louis, held together by almost 2 metres. 2 on the outside, Rolls and Rolls. Pulaski still about to pull out. On the leader's back is High Road. 6 metres away, Saccone under the whip, followed by Arson Galaxy, Herberton, and I reckon Imprint has gone amiss. He's dropping right out of it. Now Pulaski gets fair dinkum. He pulls to the outside, 3 wide around the turn, 220 metres out. Flying Louis in front by 4 metres. Pulaski pulls towards the centre of the track. He's coming coming home like a train. Pulaski at the 120. Pulaski ranged up on the outside. He hit the lead now from Flying Louis. High Road is getting out, making ground, but perfectly driven by Brian Gaff. It is Pulaski. Pulaski takes out the first by 6 metres to High Road. A metre third, Flying Louis. A gap to Rolls and Rolls fourth, followed by Arson Galaxy. Sacconi's run third last, followed by Herberton, and some 80 metres away, just arriving Imprint.
Oh, gee, you like to be on him, Brian Gaff, when he's...
The open 3-year-old event, $30,000 in prize money. Country Drive a bit reluctant to go right in, but it's nearly up. Gosshaven out wide wants to rear. Bell Rebels out deep, changed the music. Tonnelet stood well. Good Habits, Persian Person, Great Pretender stand in well. Nippo Hawk. Are he ready to go? Sprightly Angel stood in well, just waiting for them to steady down. Now the red light's on. Almost ready here. Pass Me Not stood in well. Cavalier Style, they're ready to go. Tonnelet just wants to move around a little. Just about set under the lights here at Clifford Park, and away they go. Good Habits began well, and Persian Purse away brilliantly. There's Bell Rebel surging around the outside, and Country Drive going up, and there goes Luskin Spirit with a wing on every foot. Into the back straight, and Luskin Spirit's going to take over as the pilot. Bell Rebel running second. Alameen's Pick and Change the Music's out 3 wide. 2 lengths to Country Drive, settles down fourth, then Persian Purse, the rail, and Sprightly Angel. A length away, Billy Banjo. They're followed on the inside by Good Habits. A length and a half to Pass Me Not and Cavalier Style. Gosshaven's a little wide. Further back in the field then, Great Pretender, a couple to Tonnelet. El Rafad's next to last, and Nippo Hawks at the rear of the field, past 1,000 and Change the Music races to the lead, led by 3 lengths now to Bell Rebel. Luskin Spirit settles third, Alameen's picks fourth, 2 to Country Drive getting a nice run in 5th spot, and Sprightly Angels around it, 2 to Persian Purse, which races on the inside of Billy Banjo and Great Pretender out wide, then Good Habits and Pass Me Not. Further back in the field, Tonnelet starting to make some ground, Gosshaven's going with it, El Rafad's a long way back, Cavalier Style dropping back, and Nippo Hawks at the rear. Up the side past the 600. Change the Music in front of Bell Rebel. Alameen's Pick goes around them hard on the outside. Wider out on the track was Sprightly Angel. Luskin Spirits behind them. Tonnelet's coming into it with a good run. Country Drive needs a run. Oh, he's in trouble. Country Drive copped the check on the brow of the turn. Bell Rebel races up on the outside. It went to the lead. Sprightly Angel out wider on the track is running on well. Tonnelet's taken deep. Then Good Habits behind them with Change the Music and Luskin Spirit. Bell Rebel over on the insides battling back. It's just the leader. Sprightly Angel on the outsides trying desperately to wear it down. Send down the outside. Here comes with a flashing run. Pass Me Not. Flash down the outside. It's going to beat all of them. Pass Me Not got up and beats Sprightly Angel. Third in Bell Rebel. Behind them Tonnelet. Then came Good Habits followed by El Rafad. Well back in the field then came Billy Banjo. Cavalier Style. Alameen's Pick. Country Drive. Changed the Music. Luskin Spirit. Persian Purse was well back. A good way back. Gosshaven. Great Pretender next to last. And Nippo Hawk the last one home.
13 on a photo, Pass Me Not, said that's...
Close to the inside began fairly. Harley O'Quinn came out of the gate quickly, and Shonky Dealer showing some speed after the break. Bye Bye Nelson and Glengale Knight are both wide going into the first turn, and then Chinook, followed by Tudor's Return, Walks Alone, Curry's Dream, Gaucho, and 100 Carat a drop back to the rear. Ruxton held the fence, and he led at the end of 350. Ruxton a length in front as they run to the end of the first quarter. Shonky Dealer second, Bye Bye Nelson third, and planted out 3 wide around that bend. A length away Chinook, and Walks Alone moves up 3 deep behind Bye Bye Nelson. Tudor's Return midfield on the inside of Harley O'Quinn, and then Curry's Dream, followed by Carmen's Choice, Gaucho, Glengale Knight, and 100 Carats a length away at the tail of the field. Ruxton the leader, 28.3 the first split of the mile, and Ruxton by 3/4 to Walks Alone, who moved to the death. Chinook third on the back of the speed, Bye Bye Nelson fourth, 1 out 1 back, and 1 to Tudor's Return on the rail. Another length to Shonky Dealer, 3 back in the moving line, and 1 to Curry's Dream, awkwardly placed midfield on the fence. Then Harley O'Quinn, followed by Carmen's Choice. Gaucho 3 deep starting a dash. 100 Carat is second last, and Glengale Knight whipped them in past the 600 metres mark. 31.2 second split of the mile, and Ruxton a half length in front at the 500. It's Ruxton a half to Walks Alone, and 1 to Chinook on the fence. Bye Bye Nelson Nelson fourth under pressure. Tudor's Return on the rail with nowhere to go. Then Shonky Dealer, Curry's Dream, Carmen's Choice and Harley O'Quinn. Ruxton led before the corner. At the 250, he's a half in front of Walks Alone. Chinook on their backs with nowhere to go, and then Bye Bye Nelson and Harley O'Quinn as they turn the bend. Ruxton in front, Walks Alone under pressure. Chinook can't get a crack, and Bye Bye Nelson's plugging on the outside. Ruxton in front at the 50. Bye Bye Nelson trying to reach him, but Ruxton's hanging on, and Ruxton wins. Ruxton first. Chinook dove up along the fence in the last bit, pinched second. Bye Bye Nelson might be third from Walks Alone, Tudor's Return, Harley O'Quinn and Gaucho. They all swept home. Then Curry's Dream, followed by Glengale Knight, Carmen's Choice, 100 Carat and Shonky Dealer won at the last. The favourite successful, Ruxton. He held the inside, didn't show a tremendous amount of gate speed, but then neither did those drawn outside of him. And he had enough strength to hold the inside, hold them out, and he's led all of the way. The judge wants the camera. It's a photo after the running of the first. There's no doubt the favourites won. That's Ruxton, and that's him, the number one saddlecloth with the driver Brett Towns and the brown colours just disappearing from view. He's won the money. I'm surprised the judges asked for the camera. Shonky Dealer diving up on the fence, I think, has run second, and third's tight. Hilton, do you want to have a go here?
Set to go. Ready and racing. Good even line out. West began well with Kingston Cape on the inside and out wide. Now Congo Kid followed by Paradise Found on the turn out of the straight, and Congo Kid clears the field. Leads by a length on second Kingston Cape, who works up well on the inside to once again headed. 2 lengths third was West, followed by On Her Way, and 2 further back Paradise Found, followed by Floodbound. Second last Hidden Chiquita, and 3 last was Free Nitro. Down the side, and Kingston Cape is booted well clear. It's all Kingston Cape out by 5 or 6 lengths on Congo Kid, and also On His Way. But Kingston Cape down to the line, a big winner. Kingston Cape first. Second, Congo Kid, third On His Way, followed by Hidden Chiquita and Floodbound. Behind those came towards the rear of the field West with Paradise Found and Free Nitro.
Thanks, Rod. 1, 8 and 9.
Was even. All gates have now been filled. Start point here on the Matheson Road side of the track, and the light goes on. There's an attendant climbing in with 1 wide out. Heaps more settles, and the starter sends them off from the mile mark. The rougher Yin and Yang commenced a little sluggishly, so did Raygun. Apollo Warrior the first to get going from Convader and Bommick. It's a great charge for the lead. Coastal Raider with his ears ridden off in search of the front. Heaps more coming across after being wide out. Then came another Maverick being followed by Empire Bridge, and a length or 2 Apollo Warrior drifting back on the inside. Caught wide Eastern Wind taking closer order, being followed by Wind Zone, Trucidator. A length and a half to the rescue, Loyal Man. Jungle Master 3 deep. A break then to Hidden Image, Yin and Yang, and last is Raygun. Down the riverside, 1,000 to go, and another Maverick strides across from the outside to take up the running. It's another Maverick by a length over Eastern Wind. Wide out, Convader third. On the fence, Coastal Raider. A length and a half to heaps more outside Bommick, and then came Empire Bridge and Wind Zone, who's been no closer than 3 deep. Apollo Warrior next on the fence. A length and a half to Trucidator and to the rescue. They're being followed after a length by Jungle Master, getting across closer to the fence around Loyal Man. Then came the grey Hidden Image, Yin and Yang, and last of all is Raygun. Near the corner, 550 metres out, the leader, another Maverick by a length over Eastern Wind. About to have a crack at the pacemaker as they turn for home. A length away, Convader under the stick on Wheeling. Then came on the inside Coastal Raider. Bommick trying to push his way through the opening. Apollo Warriors running on well. Then came heaps more deep out, Trucidator and Wind Zone. Another Maverick shifted off the fence. Apollo Warrior switched direction to his inside and quickly burst through and reached the lead. Apollo Warrior shot clear from Bommick down the outside to the rescue, but this is all over. Apollo Warrior races away with a clear-cut win. Apollo Warrior first to the rescue, maybe second ahead of the fast-finishing Loyal Man. Bommick and Trucidator behind them. They were followed by heaps more. Wind Zone, then Jungle Master, which really didn't get on the track. In behind them, another Maverick. Eastern Wind, Convader knocking up, then came out wide Hidden Image. They were followed by Raygun, always well back with Yin and Yang, Coastal Raider, and they were amongst the last couple home with Convader, who stopped abruptly.
Thanks, Darren. Darren McCauley.
Went down there. Got into big bother, and Wiona Kenny, after being slow, it's galloped out the back, and it's a long way back the favourite. Well, on settling down, another galloper. Images has gone for a gallop now. Whiskey Cara had gone to the lead, and eventually Borosovic works to the front. So Borosovic going to the lead now. He'll be very hard to run down. 4 metres Whiskey Cara, Oliver Wather left without cover. Final Edition's going to land 1-1 as Premier Lobel sneaks through along the inside. Wiona Kenny, when it gets balanced, is now going to whip around the field. They've slowed right up, so he gets around them easily, Wiona Kenny. Pacific Wonder's last of the main group. Nearly 40 metres away, Images, perhaps not quite that far, and another 35 metres then to Mighty Swift. 48.3 the lead time, so they haven't gone that hard. And Borosovic leads 4 metres in front. Wiona Kenny will face the breeze. Whiskey Cara on the inside. 1 out and 1 back now, Oliver Wather. I'd say they've probably sped up a little bit since Wiona Kenny moved to the death. Premier Lobel's on the inside. Then Final Edition, 2 or 3 metres away to Pacific Wonder. Images will tack on, and a long way back, 50 metres or more away to the other one, Mighty Swift. A lap and a half from home, and Borosovic, the leader, 4 metres clear. Wiona Kenny doing all the work without cover. Whiskey Cara behind the leader. 1 out and 1 back then, Oliver Wather. Premier Lobel on the rails. 4 metres further back in the field then to Final Edition. It was tacked up by Pacific Wonder. Images tacks on and goes through along the inside, and you can forget about Mighty Swift. First quarter was 31.5 as they come down the straight, getting the siren. Borosovic, the leader, on a loose rein by a couple of metres, maybe 3 metres. On the outside, Wiona Kenny asked to get a little bit closer now. Whiskey Cara's had a good trail in behind them. Oliver Wather's had a trail for a fair part of the journey. Premier Lobel on the rails, then 4 metres Final Edition. It's followed still by Pacific Wonder from Images and Forget Mighty Swift. Second quarter 32.1 as they go past the 600. Borosovic 2 metres clear. In second placing, Wiona Kenny. Still behind them, Whiskey Cara not into the clear. 4 metres further back in the field, then struggling Oliver Wather. Premier Lobel the inside. Final Edition saved up for one spread, but it's a fair way from the lead. And then Pacific Wonder off the back. Borosovic couple in front. Wiona Kenny won't be done with on the outside. It's still grinding away. 4 metres to Whiskey Cara. Premier Lobel into the clear of Good Enough. Final Edition making some ground from Pacific Wonder. They turn. Borosovic about a metre clear of Wiona Kenny. Still behind them, Whiskey Cara, then Premier Lobel. Borosovic in front. Wiona Kenny on the outside. Borosovic drifts up the track. Wiona Kenny's got him. Too strong. Wiona Kenny, 2 metres. Borosovic second. Premier Lobel's got up for third in front of Whiskey Cara. Close up Pacific Wonder Final Edition. Bit of a gap Oliver Wather, a long gap Images, and Mighty Swift has failed to complete the course.
768 Globe Derby race 1.
National Distance Championship night. Set to go. Favourite, the White Rangers Magic, came out nicely off the inside. Rangers Magic's going to lead. Sparkling Man pushing up behind it, got into trouble though. Now forcing through to second and joining the leader, Colwell Road. Up behind it, Candy Treat, Ware Squares circling the field, a couple to Snow Babe. Then Megan's Mate, after getting into trouble, Montana Streak is trailing the field. Going to the lead was Colwell Road, has kicked away to lead by 3 lengths to Ware Square on the corner. Candy Treat, then Rangers Magic and Snow Babe, but getting right away Colwell Road, and Colwell Road goes on to win nicely. Colwell Road wins at about 5 lengths. Candy Treat got up for second from Ware Square, then Rangers Magic. A break off to Megan's Mate, then came Snow Babe. A long gap in the field to Montana Streak, and Sparkling Man has failed to complete the trip.
Race 1, Wentworth Park on National Distance Championship Grand Final.
Green lights on, racing. Nellie Robbins away quickly with Delarak, who's trying to keep her out. Making ground, Patriot Lady on the outside to be third. As Delarak goes through and leads Nellie Robbins. Out 3 wide as Patriot Lady. On the fence out of the straight is Fair Majority, followed by Cincinnati Shaper, Darcy's Dream, Aztec Sovereign, Most Gold, and Pyro Trace, and Delarak in front. The Colt 6 metres clear of on the inside Fair Majority. A neck away on the outside, Nellie Robbins without cover. Then Patriot Lady, 1 out, and it's inside as Cincinnati Shaper. Darcy's Dream travels up to be 3 back on the outside of Aztec Sovereign the rail. Second last is Most Gold, and 2 metres away Pyrotechnic. Lead time 23.6 towards the 1300 metres they race, and Delarak steadies now by almost 2.5 metres. Nellie Robbins at the leader's wheel. Third Fair Majority. Fourth on the outside Patriot Lady. Then Darcy's Dream on the outside of Cincinnati Shaper. Third last on the rail Aztec Sovereign. On its outside is Most Gold, and Pyrotechnic is some 6 metres away. at the 1100 metres. First quarter in 32.1 towards the circuit mark, and in front is Dalarak. The colts had a very good run, whereas the filly on the outside, Nellie Robbins, has done all the work from the outset, sitting up without cover. On her back is Patriot Lady Every Chance, followed by Fair Majority. 3 back on the rail is Cincinnati Shaper. A nick away on the outside, Darcy's Dream. 4 metres to Aztec Sovereign. Second last is Most Gold, and Pyrotechnic won off the fences last. At the 800 and quarter in 31.3, so Dalarak's had a very good run in front. He's still 2.5 metres clear of Nellie Robbins on the outside. Third placing Fair Majority. Fourth on the outside, Patriot Lady. Most Gold now from second last pulls out 3 wide around Darcy's Dream, then Cincinnati Shaper. Second last Aztec Sovereign, and last on the outside is Pyrotechnic. Towards the 400 metres they race. Nellie Robbins on the outside. She's had no luck. She draws up within a neck of the leader, Dalarak, and is going just as well. 8 metres away, third Patriot Lady, followed by Fair Majority. Then Most Gold out 3 wide, followed by Darcy's Dream, then Cincinnati Shaper, Pyrotechnic and Aztec Sovereign. Around the turn, 200 metres out, third quarter, 29.3. Dalarak being joined and shaded now by Nellie Robbins on the outside. She's had no luck, the filly, but she got the upper hand coming to the 120. Nellie Robbins in a stride. She went straight past Dalarak, and she is home, Nellie Robbins. Dalarak can't go on. Then Fair Majority clinging on to third, but a good gutsy effort by Nellie Robbins. She wins by 3.5 metres to Dalarak. 8 metres away, third Fair Majority. Close up Most Gold. Aztec Sovereign ran home. Then Pyrotechnic, Cincinnati Shaper, Free Chance, and Darcy's Dream has run last. Number 6, Nellie Robbins, driven by...
And they're ready for a start. Set. They're racing. Walking out was Mr. Robin, and winning the break was Imberjoy, Windale Boy, Short Gossip, and 2 went via the Cape Allison Ashley and Briar Hill. In front now Imberjoy by 2 down to the judge. She wings second. 5 lengths away third, Windale Boy, followed by Mr. Robin slowly making ground. Around at Briar Hill, followed by Short Gossip, and 3 further back, Allison Ashley, and back at the rear, Windale Boy and Big Bad Janice checked out of it. To the top turn, it's Imberjoy out by 5 lengths on She Wings second. Mr. Robin is closing. About 2 further back to Briar Hill, followed next by Short Gossip and Allison Ashley. But around the home turn goes Imberjoy. It's 5 lengths in front of She Wings and Mr. Robin, and 2 good Imberjoy. Imberjoy first, second She Wings, third Mr. Robin, followed next by Briar Hill and also Short Gossip from Allison Ashley, Big Bad Janice, and last of all was Windale Boy.
5-2-1, Penrith race 3.
Lights on. Racing, Stylish By and Hike Along came out very quickly. Slippery Low Bell and Ring Billy out wide, showing speed, but Stylish By burnt to the fence and led at the end of 100 metres. Ring Billy moves up deep. Regular Ward pokes through in the centre, and then Hike Along and Slippery Low Bell and the Boondocks going around that first turn. Vikema's on the fence, and then Friendly Christmas, followed by Tour Over. A length away, Classy Fury now sneaking up on the rail, and then Ella Prayers, Belmont and Beauty Salon got into trouble, galloped and dropped back to the tail of the field. Ring Billy crossed to the rail and led past the tea trees the first time by more than a length to Stylish By. Regular Ward third without cover. Vikema fourth on the inside of Hike Along, and then Classy Fury on the inside of Tour Over. A length away.
Almost set, Wentworth Park. Back to Albion Park shortly. Here's Pete. Race number 3 at Wenty. Race 2.
Race 2 of the night. Black is the fave. The Victorian Iceni Princess racing. Best out was Graham's Destiny. Iceni Princess is away nicely, getting through Lawrence Choice, goes to second early out after the leader. On the fence then was Cadman Bale. Now Etheridge, the Queenslander, shot through. Verdante Lass followed further back by Becker, and last of all Tish In. Down the back now, going to the lead, Graham's Destiny shows the way from Etheridge second. Moving up to be third, Lawrence Choice, Cadman Vale, Verdante Lass, Iceni Princess circling the field. On the corner, Graham's Destiny in front from Etheridge. Iceni Princess late. The leader, Graham's Destiny, near the line. Iceni Princess flew down the outside and I think got there. Iceni Princess maybe from Graham's Destiny, very tight. Etheridge third, Lawrence Choice, Verdante.
Let's go back to Albion Park.
Tangled up and Hike Along skidded on the turn out of the straight. Classy Furies on the rail from Tour Over, and then Belmont, Alaprez, Slippery Low Bell, Beauty Salon, and 2 lengths away is Friendly Christmas. Ring Billy led past the tea tree, 700 to run. 31.8 the second section. Ring Billy a length to Regular Ward. 3/4 to Stylish By. Hike Along 3 wide around Vikema. Then Classy Fury, Tour Over, Alaprez, Belmont, Slippery Low Bell, Beauty Salon, and Friendly Friendly Christmas. Ring Billy led at the quarter pole. He's a length and a quarter in front of Regal Award. Stylish by the favourites, jailed on the fence with nowhere to go. Then Vikema. Hike Along calls it a night from Classy Fury, Belmont and Ella Prez. Ring Billy in front at the top of the lane. 200 metres left to run, and Ring Billy by 1 to Regal Award. Vikema 3 deep. Stylish buys locked away for all time. She'd need wings. It's Ring Billy in front. Ring Billy a length to Vikema. Then Regal Award and Stylish Buy, but Ring Billy wins. Ring Billy from Stylish Buy, followed by Vikema, then Regal Award, Belmont, Classy Fury, Slippery Low Bell, Hike Along, Beauty Salon, Friendly Christmas, Tour Over, and Ella Prez was last of all.
Albion Park Race 2, Knight Toowoomba and Pat O'Shea.
The licks going up, and also there Dirty's Kingdom. They're followed back behind them by Cole de Toile. Now Dancer's Secret drifting back through the field. Pete's Bid goes up ahead of it. They're followed well back by Karakati Kid. Sovereigna's a long way back, although now Sovereigna is going right around the outside, and it's Sharp Statement that goes back to the tail. So Sovereigna around the outside with Glamorous Lass and Baldwin Bell 3 in line. Close up then Grand Shower and Just a Licks out 3 deep on the track. Dirty's Kingdom behind them. Waverley Duchess is in that bunch of runners. Then came Pete's Bid making a little bit of ground. Further back along the inside, Dancer's Secret starting to improve and come into it. Tuppy's Lover's been pratted a bit wide, but it's up just ahead of Dancer's Secret. Then a gap further back in the field to Bowl sent well back. Cole de Toile, Karakati Kid and Sharp Statement. They're on the bend at the 400 in the last, and coming around the corner, Baldwin Bell shoots up on the inside and take the lead. Dancer's Secret's got a lovely run through behind it. Then Glamorous Lat, Dirty's Lass further out with Grand Shower. Baldwin Bell's in front. Here comes Dancer's Secret. Oh, he's thrown the jockey. Dancer's Secret tipped Ken Pope off. He's left on the track, and Baldwin Bell's well clear. Karakati Kid gets to second spot. Battling on was Pete's Bid, but Baldwin Bell wins. Karakati Kid second, then Pete's Bid, followed further back by Grand Shower, Tuppy's Lover. Further away then Dirty's Kingdom, Glamorous Lass, Cole de Toile, Sharp Statement, Bowl sent. Well back in the field then came Sovereigna, Waverley Duchess and Just a Lick, and Caddy Pope's been left on the track.
All right, Toowoomba Race 8, 6:15 and 16. Let's go to Moonee Valley. Whitby's Miss Penny is flying in the first of the Magic Mile time trials.
So the third quarter in 28.6 shows she's really sizzled along in 26.6, 28.6 and 28.6. She comes around the turn now, 200 metres to go. Whitby's Miss Penny. This mare, record at 155.4, held by Copperway here on the 23rd of the 1st, 1982. She's got 100 metres to go. Whitby's Miss Penny, time ticking over to 1:49. Oh, she'll break the 1:55.4, okay. She goes down to the line in 1:55.2. 1:55.2 by Whitby's Miss Penny. Unofficial, last quarter in 31.4. So, unofficially.
1:55.2, a sensational run by Whitby's Miss Penny. What a great effort. 26.6 the first quarter, 28.6, 28.6. And a slow last quarter, but she still ran 1:55.2. Unbelievable time. Now, Globe Derby Race 2, an update. 8-1 the top three. Linwood Lee at 7-2. Pancho Garari at 7-2. Bo Liberator at 20s. She's a Wood Duck at 10-1. Payday Special at 6-1. And then number 10, High Street at 20-1. 11 Bags of Cash at 5-1. 12-Way Hemo at 100-1. Now, most unfortunate there at Toowoomba, the tips race 2 by Pete are 415. And one of these riders has been thrown quite badly in the last event there at Toowoomba. The horse has thrown the rider. And let's return to Pat O'Shea just to find out who that rider was, mate.
Been moving. And he's moving his legs on the track there as he's being attended to. And Dancer's Secret was rushing up, looked a real chance. Was coming at Baldwin Bell when it suddenly changed direction, took a right-hand turn, and Ken was unseated. It had come off the rail, it got a lovely run through along the rail, and was moving up very, very quickly to tackle Baldwin Bell when it just appeared to take a right-hand turn, and Ken kept going the other way, of course, and was unseated. At 6:15 and 16, those numbers are official. Here's the winner coming back, Baldwin Bell by Grand Choutier out of Radiant Doll. raced by GJ Madden and GR Toomey, trained by Jim Denman in Toowoomba.
All right, let's hope Ken's okay. Now, Albion Park race 2, 9 Ring Billy, 5.45, 2.35, 5 Stylish Buyer, $1.80, 1 Vikema, 3.15, Quinella 15.20, the trifecta $104 even, race 2 at Albion Park. Now they're moving up well at Globe Derby. We've got pictures. Apologies about not bringing you pictures of race number 1, beyond our control. Moving up well now, and here's the bloke with the cold, Peter Smith.
Very open betting race for the first leg of the treble. Plenty of chances, although favourites tightening up a bit more now, Linwood Lee. It's into $1.35. About 7 to 4 on the tote, just under that. Nearly set. Inside 4, we're all right up on the gate and they're away. Linwood Lee goes forward. Pacific Morris and Precious Paper driving up. Selena's Lad has to ease. Payday Special away quickly as Pacific Morris looks for the lead and will find the lead. Linwood Lee is stuck out 3 wide. Further back, She's a Wood Duck driving up on the inside, and they're followed then by High Street. Further back in the pack then to Bags of Cash. Wahemo's out wide and pulling its way forward out deep. Back towards the tail goes Pancho Garari, and Bow Liberator goes to the inside. Into the straight they